Hey everyone, and welcome back to Rainbow Tarot UK. And in today's reading we're going to be doing, what's the hidden truth of this connection? What are they really feeling? What are they really thinking? What is going on in this connection for real? So we have got our three piles. We've got pile number one as usual, and this is the black obsidian with the amethyst. We've got the emerald with our pink stone here, and then we've got the rainbow Mayanite, I think that's how you pronounce it, with our yellow stone. So as usual, use your intuition, go for the pile that's calling to you the most, that's got the messages for you. Remember, it's a timeless general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and I will see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number one, and welcome back to your reading. So in today's reading we're looking at what is the hidden truth of this connection. So what is your person, what are their secret thoughts and feelings? What's hidden in the connection? Maybe what's not being said, maybe what's not being revealed, what's going on. So you chose to come into it with the amethyst stone here, which is actually all about clarity and insights. I've also pre-shuffled some other oracle cards, but you also chose to come in under the black obsidian. Now the key words for that are shadows, mirror, amorphous, and also the astrological star sign of Sagittarius might mean something to you. Now the obsidian is sort of dark, as you can see it's all sort of black, isn't it really? It's dark and it's mysterious. And it kind of is a stone that sort of serves as a bit of a mirror really, allowing us to reveal our inner truths. There could be a lot of shadow stuff going on in this situation, so you could be being triggered quite a lot, you could be mirroring each other quite a lot, both in both a positive and a negative way. Somebody could be working from their kind of shadow side. We've all got a shadow side. It's that aspect of ourselves really that maybe we're not really always open about, or we don't always want to acknowledge, but this stone is about shedding light on that so that we can heal our shadow aspect that can often lead us into tricky situations or difficult situations or painful situations. But if you bring it into the light and you heal it, then you are more aligned, you are more kind of balanced really. So basically, that's kind of what this sort of energy of this stone really. It's basically just about clearing. I suppose it's about clearing obstacles, clearing negativity, clearing anything that's kind of getting in the way of your progress here. So that's our first maybe truth really. It's about maybe the situation's got some obstacles, working from its shadow, there's some triggers, something like that, and it's about now moving forward in terms of healing that, bringing that to light and healing it in some way. What else have we got? Okay, so this is bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Well, new moons are all about kind of wiping the slate clean and beginning again, and this is saying bring love into the situation. So maybe with this obsidian here, it's been a bit dark, it's been a bit difficult, it's been a bit tricky, maybe it's been maybe there have been arguments or difficulties, and this is about bringing love into the situation, starting anew really. Basically as well, sort of just to say as well, Aquarius obviously might mean it might mean something to you in this connection, but it's also about, this card is also about, it means sort of no looking back. So it's basically indicating that change is definitely coming really, and you might have to do that. That change might come independently, because Aquarius is quite an independent sign, but I definitely feel like the hidden truth of this connection is that shadow aspects, triggers, whatever, are coming into the light to be healed, or maybe have come into the light, and there's a chance for them to be healed, and a new start, a new beginning, either as independent energies or together, where you kind of heal together. But definitely healing is something that is coming, I think, or needs to happen, is the kind of hidden truth, the thing that needs to emerge in this situation. Well, that is uncanny, isn't it? Because that says now, so that says heart healing. which is exactly what I like. It goes so well with these two cards, like heart healing. There needs to be in this situation some heart healing where you kind of shine a light on all the things maybe in your heart, all the pain, the sadness, or the difficulties, you know, because we all carry that. Maybe things from childhood, maybe things from long ago, you know, where we've got pain within us that we can often call the kind of, you know, that maybe sometimes fuels our shadow type behaviours. And once you shine a light on that and you are honest with that and you focus on that and you see it for what it is, then you can heal and you can become whole again. And I think that's what is that is what's coming out in this situation. There's a need for the situation to heal and to become whole again, and that either you do it as individuals or you do it as individuals and then you do it together in the connection. But there's definitely a need for healing, and I feel like it's now is the time that it's going to happen, and it's, you know, it's not about going back, it's about going forwards really with that. But anyway, let's bring those here. I think what I might do is I might do it like this. I think you can still see it there, can't you? We'll have our main card there. Okay, so, and it's interesting you've got the amethyst here, because that is all about having insight, gaining insight, looking clearly, really. Okay, so let's see, what else have we got? I might have actually, I feel like I want to have one of these cards, so let's go. So what is the hidden truth? Can you please tell me, what is the hidden truth? What's the hidden truth between pile number 1 and their person? What is their hidden truth in that connection? Please can you tell me? Protection. Okay, so it goes with this obsidian as well. So there might be a need for you as you're doing this healing, as you're looking at this shadow, that you need to protect yourself. That there needs to be some protection from each other during this period, because if this connection has been working a lot from the shadow, you know, maybe there's a need for more boundaries now. A need for more preservation, a need for more protection in this instance, really, because there's a lot of black in these cards, which just does remind me that it is, or does make me think that, you know, there could be a lot of triggers, a lot of mirroring in this situation where you're both triggering each other in maybe a negative way. I'm just going to move that out of the way so it doesn't click when I don't want it to. Okay, so let's see. Let's find out, what is your person secretly thinking? What is the hidden truth for your person? What are they secretly thinking? What is pile number 1's person secretly thinking in this connection? 5 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. Okay, what are they secretly thinking? 3 of Wands. What's the hidden truth? What are they secretly thinking? What is the hidden truth? 8 of Swords. Yeah, I mean, this really does go with these cards here. And at the bottom of the deck we have 3 of Pentacles. I feel like your person is really suffering. I feel like at the person there's a lot of suffering, maybe for you and your person in this situation, because we've got the 5 of Pentacles and we've got the 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords is about feeling trapped, is about feeling stuck. So maybe in this situation there might be that you are stuck in certain cycles or stuck in certain patterns of behaviour that aren't really serving you, where you feel trapped and you feel like there's no way out. I mean, the 5 of Pentacles, it might be that you're in separation from this person, and that they feel out in the cold, because this is about feeling out in the cold, not feeling emotionally connected, not feeling emotionally in touch, feeling just feeling out in the cold. So I'm feeling like I feel like your person is feeling in pain a lot. Maybe the connection is in quite a lot of pain. It's stuck. You can't see a way forward. There's a lot of this kind of waiting energy here with the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, where again there's a lot of stuckness. So my sense is, and I think that's why you've got this whole about new moon needing to move forward, this energy just feels very stuck, very congested, no movement. Everyone is just kind of standing static, looking, almost like looking outwards, as if something else is going to, as if they somehow don't have any control over their situation. That's what I'm feeling, that they feel like they don't have any control. They might be dealing with a lot of difficult thoughts, a lot of stress, But they definitely feel very stuck. Both, I mean, this person has got a blindfold on half, one of their eyes, and this one has got a blindfold on all of their eyes. So it might be that this situation is very stagnant, very stuck. They feel trapped, they don't see a way forward. And there's a lot of this kind of waiting, almost in limbo. So if you're in separation from them, maybe this kind of state of waiting, not being able to move forward. But the overriding energy, interestingly, is the Three of Pentacles. But the Three of Pentacles is about wanting to collaborate, wanting to work in partnership, wanting to make things better, wanting to produce something of a really high standard and high quality. And I think that's probably what they want. They want progress. They want to move from this very sort of stuck state into a more progressed state. That's kind of, they want to get out of this stuckness. They don't want to be out in the cold anymore. They don't want to be stuck or feeling trapped anymore. Maybe in this one it says bring love into the situation. I feel like there might be a lot of arguments here. There might be a lot of triggers. There might be a lot of difficulties, and there needs to be there definitely needs to be some healing, certainly. But I'm feeling like your person is kind of like up for that, because with the Three of Pentacles here, that is the overriding energy. But I'm sensing, because you've got three people in this, that they might be looking or needing to get some support, maybe with their mental health, maybe with just how they're thinking and feeling generally. They're feeling like they need some support to make this situation for themselves, to make themselves feel better, but also to move the connection on. There might need to be a little bit of outside support or outside direction or outside guidance to move this situation along, to enable it to heal, to get out of this stuck situation, really. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. So in terms of astrological signs, and it does feel like it's a very difficult place. So, if that's what's going on for you right now, part number one, then I'm sending you a big hug here, because it just feels like quite a painful place for your person, and also probably for you. And maybe, the protection card is that you've been through a really difficult time with this person, and that maybe it's about you stepping back from that yourself and healing, taking time to heal. I feel in this situation there needs to be time to heal and to look at the things that might be triggering it, that might be taking it down a negative road, that might be taking it into a difficult place. But I think your person, the overall energy is that they want to work on it. It's that they want to work on the situation. They want to improve the situation, because the Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration. It's about working together to make something good, to make something work better. Now, in terms of astrological signs, the Five of Pentacles is Taurus energy. Two of Wands, that is Aries. Three of Wands is also Aries energy. Eight of Swords is Gemini energy. And Three of Pentacles, again, that is Virgo. No, not Virgo, I beg your pardon, that's Capricorn energy. But anyway, let's see if we've got a message here. What message have we got now? What is the hidden truth? What is the hidden truth for pile number one and their person? What is the hidden truth in this connection? I wish things could be different, yeah, and that's why we've got Three of Pentacles. They don't want this stuck energy. They don't want to be out in the cold if you're in separation from them. They don't want to be waiting. It's like a lot of unnecessary waiting here. I feel like a lot of stuckness. Almost like both of you just need, again, that's why we might have the need for outside influence or outside help or outside support to move you on, to move you forward. And that's why they're wishing things could be different. What's the hidden truth for pile number one and their person? You speak to me through music, so that might mean something to some of you. Maybe you're musicians, maybe you connect with each other in a musical way. Maybe that's your heart connection. Maybe that's going to help you to heal through music. What else have we got here? Pile number three and one and their person. I knew exactly what I was doing. Yeah, so maybe somebody was working from the shadow. They did something that wasn't right. They were working in a way where they were governed by their sort of darker side, if you like. And they did something that wasn't right in this situation, and it caused them to be out in the cold. It caused this kind of stuckness, this pain. but they're saying that they knew what they were doing here. So that's maybe something for you to think on here, and that might be why we had the protections. You need to protect yourself going forwards, and that might mean that you know, you begin again on your own. But anyway, let's see what else we've got here. What is the hidden truth? So what is the hidden truth? What is pile number 2, one's person secretly feeling? And what's the hidden truth? What are they secretly feeling? 9 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Oh my goodness, this is very different. What is pile number 2's one's person? I don't know why I keep saying pile number 2, not pile number 3. What is pile number 1's person secretly feeling here? It's the hidden truth. Hanged Man. And the Ace of Swords is the overriding energy. Yeah, I mean, I think if there's... It's interesting because we were talking about the Obsidian, you know, working from your shadow, working from the negative aspects of yourself, and that can sometimes mean lies, deceit, doing things, you know, that aren't right. Now, at the end of it, we have the Hanged Man, which makes me feel that it is in separation. You might be in separation from this person underneath the 8 of Swords, feeling of stuck, but needing to do things differently and needing to gain enlightenment, get a new perspective. And I think that's what this person is secretly feeling. They want a new perspective. They want to heal. They definitely want to heal with a Hanged Man here. They want to become more enlightened. They want to become better, and that would go with the 3 of Pentacles. The overriding energy is the Ace of Swords, which is a new, truthful, honest, clear beginning, one that cuts through anything that wasn't right before. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here with the Ace of Swords. That is what they want. You are, they're out in the cold, but you are their wish fulfillment. This relationship for them now is their wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups. It makes them happy. From this 5 of Pentacles, being out in the cold, being rejected, being unhappy, they are feeling, the hidden truth is that they are feeling that they want to be happy. The 2 of Wands, underneath the 2 of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles. They want to be stable, they want to be settled. They want to be in a settled relationship. They want that to, you know, to happen. Underneath the 2 of Wands, we have the 2 of Cups. They want this new, again, this new beginning, which is based on friendship, on love, on commitment. But there is this kind of stalling. There is this period of separation still. This period where they still need to heal, where love needs to be brought into the situation, where they need to gain a new perspective. But I do feel like they want to do that, you know, they want to do it. What's underneath that? The King of Swords. Yeah, so it's about being truthful, it's about being honest, it's about being committed, it's about being bold. And I feel that that is what they want to do. They want to now speak their truth, and if they haven't done that before because they've been working from their shadow, they definitely want to do that now. They want a more truthful, honest. I think that's how they're thinking that you're going to get out of this stuckness. It's by being honest and open and truthful with each other. Now, in terms of astrological signs, we've got the 9 of Cups, and that is Pisces energy. King of Pentacles, so that is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. 2 of Cups, that is Cancer energy. Hanged Man, that is Pisces energy again. Ace of Swords, that could be Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. Let's see what we've got here. What have we got here? But I definitely feel like there needs to be progress. There needs to be a move forward. Something needs to happen to get the situation out of this stuckness. And I think that's what they're secretly feeling, that they want to do that. And it's about them gaining a new perspective, having a new direction, gaining enlightenment, speaking their truth, being honest. But, you know, and there needs to be better boundaries. I think something like that, something about better boundaries here. Okay, what have we got for pile number 1 in their person? What is the hidden truth of this connection? What is the hidden truth? Please can you tell me what is the hidden truth of this connection? What have we got here? Journey. Be adventurous. So maybe it's about, you know, starting a new journey together, starting a new beginning together, and maybe that takes a little bit of courage. What else have we got? What is the hidden truth here? Wish. make a wish. So if this is something that you really want, and that would be interesting because, you know, we've got the Nine of Cups here, which is all about wish fulfillment, and they're seeing you as their wish. Maybe it's a wish for them. And they're making a wish. They're wishing that this situation is going to come back in a much better way, in a healed way. Let's see what we got here. Part number one and their person. Oh, deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Now that would go with the black obsidian, and that might be why we had the protection here. You know, there might still be some issues here, because deception, as I said, can be part of our shadow side when we're working from our shadow side. And that's why we've got all this truth here, you know, this need for truth. And so maybe in the past somebody was deceptive, somebody was wearing a mask, and that would go with the obsidian, it would go with everything else that is here. And maybe that's something for you to be aware of still, and that's why you've got the protection card, pile number one. Making sure that if this person comes back to you, that they are definitely honest, both in their deeds and in their words here, and that might be something you need to be aware of. And you might not want to go back, if you're in separation with this person, I think you probably are, you know, you might not want to go back to this situation, even though they clearly do. I think you might not want to do that. Something might have happened that was so awful in this that you might think, no, there's no way. But I'm just having this reading to find out, you know, what really went on, what's the real truth of the situation. You know, there might still be elements of their shadow that they will be working from, even though they're trying to work on themselves, they're trying to heal, they want truth, they want to collaborate. You know, it can take, depending on what's happened and what's created your shadow, you know, what triggers are there, what's stuff that we've obviously, you know, can be carrying for many years, you know, that are deep-seated behaviours from our past. You know, we can go, sometimes it's not just a matter of healing and then it's all kind of fixed. You know, you can go in and out of that. So, you know, but I suppose the commitment is towards the journey of healing, which is often a kind of like a lifelong journey of commitment towards bettering yourself, you know, towards shedding light on what is negative that might be driving you or driving your behaviours. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So yeah, maybe this person sees you as their soulmate, sees you as the person that they want to be with, sees you as this person that is the one for them. But we all have free will, as I said in probably one of my other readings, you know. Even though we might identify somebody as our soulmate, a twin flame, it doesn't mean that we have to be with them, particularly if they're behaving in ways which is not you know, is not loving or supportive towards us. If they're continually behaving in ways that don't do that, then it doesn't matter if they're a soulmate or a twin flame, because, you know, we don't deserve to be treated in that way. So I just want to leave that thought with you as well, pile number one. But yes, this is your soulmate. That's what this last card says, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number two, and welcome back to your reading, your pick a card reading on what's the hidden truth of this connection, what are they secretly thinking and feeling, what's, you know, really going on in the connection, what's maybe not being said, that kind of thing. So you've come in on the pink, this beautiful little pink stone here, this little pink bead, plus the emerald card, and also I've just pre-shuffled a couple of oracle cards. But the emerald card is actually a lovely card. It's a very because the keywords are spring, unity and vitality. Basically, emerald is known as the stone of successful love, pile number two, which is really, really fortuitous for this reading, isn't it? It stimulates loyalty, partnership and friendship. So I feel like there's a lot of, with the pink and the green, a lot of love in this situation already. There's certainly a lot of potential for love. It opens up the heart chakra. You know, it heals with unconditional love, hope and joy. So it's got a very positive, loving feel to this stone. It's a sign of new beginnings and fresh steps, really. It's vital, it's got a lot of vitality, it also brings about a lot of prosperity, and it says grow in the direction of your dreams and nurture yourself along the way. So it's about loving and self-love. It's about love and self-love. It also connects with the sign of Sagittarius. That means something to you. Venus and Mars, planets of Venus and Mars. So yeah, oh lovely. So let's have a look. So now, oh yeah, you were the pile that had two of the Minology deck here. So this one is, step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So North and South nodes are just points on your astrological chart, for those who don't know. South node normally talks about, what you've done before in previous lifetimes, what you're very skilled at, what you have a knowledge of. But the North node is the point that is, what we're often being asked in each lifetime to step into our North node, our true potential, what we really should be achieving in this lifetime. So maybe there's something in this relationship or this connection that you're thinking about, which is something new, and it's about stepping into something new, stepping into something that you wouldn't normally do, stepping into something that doesn't feel familiar, but is nevertheless very exciting, and you feel most destined to do it. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, so I feel like it's ripe, it's ready. The hidden truth of this situation, it feels ripe, it feels ready, and that if you're expecting any kind of answers or any kind of communication or something, because obviously we've got Gemini. Gemini is an air sign, that's all about communication. It's coming to you. Those answers are coming to you. Okay, Gemini always reminds me of the Lovers card, and it has the feel of that in this sort of like soulmate, twin flame type of energy in this reading. I don't know why, I'm just kind of getting that feeling here. Self-acceptance. So maybe it goes with the idea of here that self-love. Maybe this connection that you're thinking about, or maybe it's about you moving into self-acceptance, or it allows you to be more accepting of yourself, or allows self-love in some way. I just feel like this card 9, it's also the only number in our card so far, so 9 so far, and 9s are about endings of a cycle and completions and sort of new beginnings, and that would go with the North Node. I feel like this connection maybe is a new beginning or a new start or a revival in some way, stepping out of your comfort zone, doing something different but exciting, and feel like you feel called to do in some way. Anyway, so what is the hidden truth in pile number 2 and their person's connection? What is pile number 2's person sort of secretly thinking, maybe? What's the hidden truth? What are they secretly thinking? 6 of Swords. What is the hidden truth in pile number 2's connection? Hanged Man. The Fool. And the Queen of Cups. And what's the overriding energy? The Hermit. Okay. So it just feels like this you might be talking about somebody that you are in separation with here. Because we've got the Hanged Man and we've got a Hermit. That's a lot of reflection, and also those two cards are independent energies that are going inward, often to just find a new perspective, to find an enlightenment. So I feel like there's a lot of reflection going on. So maybe where the answers you need are coming. Somebody this has been a period of separation for you with the 6 of Swords, because that talks about moving away from something, slowly moving away from something. So maybe you have moved away, or you're asking about somebody that you're in separation from here, where the situation has drifted apart, or it drifted apart, and it's led to this Hanged Man and this Hermit, where there's a lot of reflection, a lot of inner work going on, a lot of maybe a work around self-acceptance, both for them and for you. Maybe it was a situation where you were with them for a long time and you had to move out of that, or that you came out of that and it was not comfortable. It was a difficult time. Because it was a new beginning with the Fool card here, wanting a new beginning or starting a new beginning. I feel like your person does want a new beginning, certainly, and that they see you as the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is, again, somebody who's very in touch emotionally, but again, she's quite reflective of the Queen. So I feel like there's a lot of healing going on in this situation, and not only a lot of needing to look at things with fresh eyes and with a fresh perspective, and get in touch with your heart again somehow in this situation. And I feel that your person wants to take maybe a little bit of a leap of faith. So maybe they've had this time of reflection, this time of being on their own, and then and getting back together, because I feel like it might be around renewal. possibly, or coming back together, or beginning again, or even starting again, or starting. But there's something around taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, and moving into a kind of more heart-centered connection. But at the moment, it's still very much in their head to do that, because we've got the Hermit, which is very much, you know, a separation card, which is the overriding energy, and the Hangman and the Six of Swords, which all talks about moving away, retreating from a situation. But I definitely feel they have secret thoughts about beginning again, but it's a risk, it's a leap of faith, and they're seeing you in a very loving way as the Queen of Cups, somebody who is probably very intuitive, very nurturing, very lovely, very caring. They're really seeing you and thinking about you in that way. But there is I would definitely feel you're probably in separation from each other, and they're doing a lot of reflection, because there's a lot of light. We've got light coming from here in the Hanged Man, and we've got lights in, and there's probably been a lot of sadness, and there might have been a lot of sadness in this situation, really. But there's something about healing and about accepting yourself and accepting, moving. Maybe it's got something to do, or the situation came about because somebody had to just move more into their authentic self, and they weren't able to do it in their connection. But now they've had this time to reflect and come into, you know, and work on themselves and become more authentic, and they've realised that they want to connect more with you again. But it's a risk, it's a leap of faith, because maybe they're concerned that you may not want them. So that's what I think that they are thinking. In terms of astrological signs, we've got the Queen of Cups. Well, that could be, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got the Hanged Man, that is Pisces energy again. Six of Swords, that is Aquarius, and the Hermit is Virgo energy. So those are just some of the signs that we've got here. But I definitely feel like they want a new, because we've got the Thought and we've got the Emerald card here, which is all about new beginnings in love, really. I mean, this was all about successful love. So I feel like this time of reflection is all about coming up with a new perspective to make the situation more successful, to make it based on partnership, on friendship, you know, to open up their heart maybe in some way. That's kind of what they've been doing. Let's have a look and see. So what's the hidden truth between pile number 2 and their person? What is pile number 2's person secretly feeling for pile number 2? What are they secretly feeling for pile number 2? The Wheel of Fortune. What are they secretly feeling for pile number 2? What's pile number 2's person secretly feeling for pile number 2? The Magician. What are they secretly feeling for pile number 2? What are they secretly feeling? Queen of Wands. What are they secretly feeling for pile number 2? Three of Pentacles. Now, Three of Pentacles came up in pile number 1. So if you felt drawn to pile number 1, you might want to look at pile number 1. And then the overriding energy is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of stress with your person, with the Hermit card, with the Hammer, a lot of maybe closed off energy to some degree, and worry and anxiety and concern. And it could be that, you know, I do feel definitely most of you in this situation, you're probably in separation from this person, or, you know, the thought of being with you is too big a risk. With the Fool card here, it's like too much of a leap of faith, even though they see you in this kind of gorgeous, beautiful way as the Queen of Cups. Maybe it's like a big risk for them, and that's what this worry and this concern is. That's why they're doing all this deliberating and looking at things and reassessing and trying to work out a way of how to kind of move forward, because it's creating a lot of stress for them. But in actual fact, the way they're feeling is that there is a sense of destiny for them, and that's what I was saying with the Gemini. Also, often the astrological sign associated with the Lovers card, there is a sense of destiny with the Wheel here. It's like destined, it's like fated. They feel this connection has a destined kind of fated feel to it. But it also might be that before it's gone round in cycles where it's gone up and it's gone down, it's gone up and it's gone down. There might have been a bit of a trigger like that going on, a bit of a cycle like that going on, and they're wanting now this new beginning again, this fresh new beginning again, but from a more healed kind of perspective. So there might be that they thinking that there needs to be a lot of healing, but in terms of how they're feeling, they kind of want to manifest. So from the Hanged Man, which is this inward energy of trying to gain perspective, trying to gain enlightenment, trying to gain a new perspective, they want to create something, they want to manifest something with you for sure. They see you, you know, you are this Queen of Wands, so they see you as a risk, taking a chance, you know. You are this passionate, attractive, vibrant, charismatic person. Now it could be for some of you that this is a situation where it's a three-way situation really, and where your person is in, you know, you are in a three-way situation in some way, because we've got the Queen of Wands and we've got the Queen of Cups, and that your person is in this period of having to make a choice, and it's a huge, you know, they might be with someone that they're trying to work on something, they're trying to work on this connection, because the Three of Pentacles is about collaboration, it's about working underneath the Queen of Cups. So that might be someone that they're, you know, already connected with, or they're already in a relationship with, and they're having to work on the situation. But actually, you know, there's this other person, the Queen of Wands, who they see in this kind of charismatic way. She's attractive, there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of connection, and I'm feeling like, because we've got all of these cards here about a fresh new beginning, stepping out of your comfort zone, the answers you need are coming, that you might be that person that they want to begin that new thing with, but it's a risk, it's a leap of faith, and it's causing them to have a lot of stress, a lot of worry, and so that's causing them to be immobilized really. So in terms of action, there's not a lot of cards here around them actually moving towards you, actually acting on those kind of feelings of wanting to begin this slightly risky leap of faith kind of situation, because they're kind of stuck at the moment in anxiety, fear, and still kind of working it all out. But you have this, the answers you need are coming. So I feel like those answers will come at some point for you. But there just seems to be a lot of concern and worry. Let's see if we can have any clarification on that. So please can we clarify the Nine of Swords? What are they worried about? Please can we clarify the Nine of Swords? What is pile number two's person worried about? Strength. What is pile number two's person worried about? That is Judgment. What is pile number two's person worried about? And then we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, is this kind of brand new beginning? Is this? But I feel like they do want a brand new beginning with you with the Page of Cups here. But they know it's going to take a huge amount of strength. And I think they're just questioning whether they've got the strength to be able to do it. They almost have to, you know, because with the Strength card, that is about almost having to sort of tame anything that might be holding us back, almost have to tame it with a kind of gentle strength. And the Judgment card is about a rising up. So the worries and the concerns are all about change, new beginnings, starting the relationship. So maybe it's like a crush situation or something like that, or an attraction situation. They definitely want that with you, but there's a lot of fear about whether they're going to have the strength to be able to move out of their comfort zone towards you. But they definitely want it. They definitely want this kind of rising up, this new beginning, this new cycle. But it might be that they're committed elsewhere, and that might be why we have to step out of our comfort zone. And there might be a lot of worry and stress for them. But I do feel that they will eventually overcome that, because we've got the Strength card here. And that tells me that they will be able to overcome whatever difficulties they might currently be feeling, whatever stresses and strains. Because I do feel they want this new beginning with you, definitely, with the Emerald card here. But anyway, let's have some other... in terms of astrological signs, obviously with the Strength card, that is Leo energy. Page of Cups could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What else have we got here? Queen of Wands, that could be Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. And then what was that one? Three of Pentacles, that is Capricorn energy. Okay, so what else have we got? What's the hidden truth between pile number 2 and their person? What's the hidden truth? Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yeah, so this person could be in a settled situation with somebody else that they're trying to work, or they're still trying to work on, but they're actually really wanting to come out of that, step out of their comfort zone and move into a situation with you. But, you know, like if you've been with somebody for a long time, there are financial issues and, you know, things, practical things that can sometimes get in the way of that. So there might be some worry around that. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So maybe there's some forgiving and learning that's needed in this situation. Look here, what else have we got? Any? So I think they will, I think they will come forward, but I think there might still be a little bit of waiting in this situation here before they can overcome their fears and anxieties and stress. So what is going on? What's the hidden truth? Free will. The path you take is up to you. So you might not want to hang around for them. You know, that's the other thing, is for some of you that you might not want to hang around for this, you know, person to, you know, to make their mind up almost. Because it says here the answers you need are coming. So they are coming, but I'm thinking in terms of sort of like speed, I don't see them coming, you know, straight away. I have to be honest. What is the hidden truth between part number 2 and the person? I've got 2 here. So I've got ahead, focus on what's in front of you. So again, that's that free, you know, focus on you, focus on what's ahead for you. Manifest, be clear on your outcomes. So be clear about what you want. So I feel like there is a lot of waiting around. There has maybe been a lot of waiting around for this person in this situation. They do, the hidden truth is that there is a lot of anxiety for them in this situation. They do feel like there's a lot of things that they may have retreated, they may have gone inward. They are doing a lot of working out within that. I feel like they're seeing the situation as a little bit of a risk, a little bit of a leap of faith. It's something that brings them happiness, it's something that brings them joy, it's something that really attracts them. They really feel a strong attraction towards you. They would love to begin with you, they'd love to step out of their comfort zone, but I feel there might still be a little bit of waiting for them in this situation, and that might be something that you need to be aware of, pile number 2. But anyway, that's been your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe and the like button and the notification bell, and other than that, I'll see you in your next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, and welcome back to your reading. So today's reading we are doing, aren't we? You know, what is the hidden truth of this connection? What's your person secretly thinking and feeling? What's really happening? What's maybe some, you know, what might be driving it on an unconscious level? What's actually going on? What's the hidden truth? So you chose to come in to it. I've also pre-shuffled some oracle cards under this lovely stone, and it's called Rainbow Mayanite, and it's actually all about kind of healing, really, this stone. So I feel like maybe in this situation, some of you, there needs to be some kind of healing or balance in some way, because it basically allows you to face any challenging kind of karmic patterns. So maybe there's some karmic patterns in this, or some triggers in this situation. It heals all emotional trauma on every single level, and allows you to kind of like heal and build a healthy, balanced system both inside and out, and it kind of connects you as well to your spiritual team. So it allows, so I feel like maybe there's a need for you to heal, to, you know, get advice and guidance from spirit, to tap into that advice and guidance from spirit in this connection, because they're there around you wanting you to do that, to gain, you know, kind of some answers maybe from them, to just kind of ask. I don't know if any of you have any meditation practices or any kind of practices that allow you to kind of go inward and just gain guidance. So I'm feeling like there needs to be some guidance, some healing or something like that in this connection, and that your kind of spirit team are wanting you to do that. It's just about being aligned. So I think this stone is all about being aligned. So there's definitely a need for healing and balance, I think, in this connection. That might be what's going on. We've also got this yellow, beautiful yellow bead here. Something maybe about personal power, gaining more confidence. This is gorgeous, this colour. I don't know if you can see all these colours of the rainbow. And of course rainbows have lots of different, don't they, lots of different symbolism. But, you know, for me, it's all about, you know, aligning your chakras, aligning your energetic system and being balanced. Because from a place of balance and harmony, you know, you can often, you know, get the best out of life, really, both sort of both in the kind of 3D world and also in your internal world. But anyway, let's see what else we've got here. So you're very close to achieving your goal, the gibbous moon. So obviously something is just about ready to pop, to burst. That might be something going on in this connection, just close to getting what you want, or getting what's required, what's needed for you. Maybe not what you want, but what's needed for you. What else have we got? Divine, oh, that's interesting. So we've got divine protection. So again, it is about, I feel like there's a lot of spiritual protection around you and around this connection. Maybe it's very spiritually linked. It's sort of very connected in that way. There's a lot of, I'm just going to move that slightly so I don't switch off the video. Yeah, so I just feel like there's a lot of, yeah, there's a lot of protection for you and for your person maybe in this connection, or maybe there's a need for a lot of protection. And that might be why you get this card, this stone here, because again, there's a need for you to tap in to that guidance that's there for you at this time and for them. There's protection here. Okay, so let's see what else have we got here. So what is the hidden truth? Can we please have a card? You know, what is the hidden truth between pile number 3 and their person? Please can you tell me what is the hidden truth between pile number 3 and their person? Value. I think, did this one come out in pile number 1? Oh, I'm not sure actually. Value your relationship. So maybe there's something in this connection where it needs to be valued. That might be why you've got the protection here. So maybe you're not feeling valued, they're not feeling valued. So there's something like that, but this is saying, you know, you need to value the connection, or they need to value the connection. Maybe some work needs to be done on that. What is the hidden truth between pile number 3 and their person? Afraid. It's time to let go of any insecurities. You know, so maybe there are some insecurities in this situation, limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, and it's about letting that go now. It's about moving forward positively. You know, that's why might be why you have the divine protection, just to say, you know, we're here for you, we're protecting you in this situation. You know, we're enabling you to heal, enabling you to feel balanced, but you need to tap into us. You need to ask for our guidance. Also, with this card, that we've got the astrological signs of Leo, Virgo, and Libra. That might mean something to some of you. Okay, so let's go and see. Let's have a look. So what is your person? What's the hidden truth of this connection? What is the hidden truth of this connection? Can you please tell me what's the hidden truth? So we've got the 8 of Swords, okay. What is the hidden truth of this connection? We've got the 6 of Swords. Now the 6 of Swords came up in pile number 2. And I'm pretty certain the 8 of Swords came up in pile number 1. So if you feel drawn to any of those piles, you might want to check them out. What's the hidden truth of this connection? 4 of Cups. And what else have we got? And the High Priestess. Okay. The Knight of Cups. Okay, so, I mean, it's interesting because there's a little bit of a mix of energy here, actually. So, I feel like for many of you, this connection has been, you know, if you're in the connection, and I feel like you're going through a difficult time if you're in the connection, because we've got the 8 of Swords, which is, you know, a feeling of being stuck, trapped, not being able to move, not being able to see a clear way forward. Maybe some of you are thinking of moving away from the situation, because we've got the 6 of Swords here. The 6 of Swords is about slowly moving away, slowly getting yourself out of rocky waters and into smoother waters. There's also an energy of feeling fed up, feeling a bit fed up, feeling like you're not really getting what you want from the situation. But there's also something about not really seeing also not being able to see the potential of the situation. And that would go with, you know, this idea of it's time to let go of any insecurity. So maybe somebody in the situation or people in the situation are caught up in insecurities, caught up in fears, caught up in, you know, not really being happy, feeling fed up, yeah, just not being able to see, caught up in the negatives of the situation, not really being able to see a way forward. It does go with the value of your relationship as well. You know, there's not a lot of value in this situation. It could be that some of you know, that a lot of you are in separation as well. You know, because we've got the Six of Swords, which talks about having moved away from a situation or moving away from a situation. Also, we've got this card of the High Priestess, which is about a secret energy. So this might be a secret situation where it's a clandestine thing and you are not out in the open. So the relationship is not out in the open. It's secret. It's under the radar. It's hidden, and that might be why we have this sense of feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling fed up, because it's not being valued. It's not being acknowledged. It's not being, it doesn't feel balanced. It's very out of alignment, actually, because this talks funny, because this talks about healing, coming into alignment, but this feels like it's out of alignment. It just feels like it's stuck in worry, stress, anxiety, wanting to move away from it, secrecy, not really, not being out in the open in some way. So I feel like that is where that's the kind of hidden truth, really, in the sense that it's kind of its growth is, well, it's either come to a stop or it's being stunted because it is not being allowed to be out in the open. It's not being allowed to grow and reveal itself. Now, interestingly, the reason why I said it was mixed, because the overarching energy is the Knight of Cups. So if you're in separation, well, this energy itself is about coming towards you with a romantic gesture, a romantic offer, a cup of love, and that is the overall energy. So if you're in separation, I feel like that this person wants to come towards you with a romantic gesture and a romantic offer. If you're with someone now, I feel like they want to value it more. They want to let go of all of this stuckness. And if it's like a situation which is sort of secret or clandestine, or it feels like there's no hope, that's the other thing. It just feels like many of you feel like this is a situation where there's not a lot of hope. Then I think there's an energy coming in which is going to give that hope. It's going to give that romance. It's going to give that love. It's going to open it up. It's going to be quite open about that. So I feel like that's why it's sort of mixed from these other four cards that are here. And that's maybe why you've got, because you might be, you know, feeling like, is there any point in carrying on in this situation? Is this ever going to come to light? Am I ever going to get out of this stuck situation? I'm fed up. And it says here you're very close to achieving your goal. And I feel like that's, so if your goal is about this relationship coming into being, it feels like it's close to that. It feels like it's close to coming into being. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. So what is the hidden truth of pile number 3 and their person? We've got the Four of Swords. The hidden truth of pile number 3 and their person. We've got the Chariot. I think that one wants to come out. We've got 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I definitely feel like a lot of you in separation from this person, or it feels like a really hopeless situation for you. It's feeling like a hopeless situation. Yeah, the 9 of Swords, a lot of worry and stress. And then, and again, the overriding energy is the 10 of Pentacles. So, again, very mixed. I think, I mean, if you're going through a really difficult time, I want to give you a big hug, pile number 3, because I really feel like this is a very difficult, it feels very hard. It feels like a really hard situation. It feels like there's a lot of worry with the 9 of Swords here, a lot of stress, a lot of sleepless nights, and it could be, because it comes right under the High Priestess, because this situation is secret, or it's not being revealed, or it's not being allowed to be out in the open, or it's hidden in some way, or maybe it's because, you know, you're working against your intuition here, because the High Priestess is about intuition. It's about listening to your intuition, connecting with your spiritual team, connecting with your guides. So maybe there's something about whatever situation you're in or they're in. The hidden truth is that you need to connect more into your spiritual side, into your intuition, and there you will find answers, because you need to hit your intuition more. You need to connect more to that. And I think if you do that, then it will be a guide for you. It will help you to balance out. But it could also be that it's a secret situation that's causing you a lot of stress, and them a lot of stress. You know, somebody's been left out in the cold. Somebody's feeling fed up, or felt fed up, weren't appreciative of the situation, and somebody's out in the cold, or both of you are out in the cold. It's a period time of separation that nobody wants. I feel like neither of you want to be out in the cold in this situation. Now, 8 of Swords, which is that feeling of being stuck, not being able to move. You can actually get out of this situation. I mean, I would hasten to add that in the 8 of Swords, there is, you know, we're never stuck. It's an illusion to feel like you're stuck. There's always a way forward. There's always a way out of something. But underneath that, you have the 4 of Swords, which again is this kind of, you might be just feeling so exhausted from this connection, just so physically, mentally, emotionally drained. And if that is the case, pile number 3, I am really, really, really sorry, because it just feels like you're going through such a tough time here. But there might be that there is a need at this point in time for you to just rest, have some respite, to just recuperate, to just, you know, get out of all this worry and stress and have a little bit of relaxation time, a little bit of downtime, really, because that's what this card signifies, a need to rest and recuperate. Now, underneath the 6 of, interestingly, underneath the 6 of Swords, which is a moving away energy, is the Chariot, which is a means a going forward energy. So I think if you moved away, or if they moved away from you, or the situation moved away, then somebody wants to come forward again here with a Chariot, and they want to come forward quickly. And I think that's probably what's going on. So this is a situation where you've been through the mill. I'm not going to lie, I feel like in this situation both people, and definitely you, pile number 3, have been through the mill with this person. It's been really tough. But this person, if you're in separation from them, they do want to come back towards you. But there is fear around that. There is a lot of fear and anxiety around that. Or there has been a lot of fear and anxiety around that. But they do want to come forward with purpose. Now, the reason why I think that as well is because the overriding energies for both of them is coming forward with a romantic gesture in order to build commitment, in order to build up a committed situation with you. Because the 10 of Pentacles is all about commitment. It's the ultimate commitment card in terms of, you know, a committed relationship, enjoying that committed relationship, enjoying the support of all, you know, that you would get in a committed relationship around all the family, all the friends, all the material comfort, having the house, the kids, the car, that kind of thing. That is the 10 of Pentacles, and it comes right under the Knight of Cups in this person wanting to come forward. Now, underneath, interestingly, the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 3 of Swords, which shows me that there has been separation and loss and heartache, and maybe you had a committed, stable relationship with somebody and that broke down. You know, that broke down and it caused a lot of pain and stress and upset, and they want to come forwards again. And underneath, and that the reason why I think it might be a marriage or a committed relationship is because underneath the Knight of Cups we've got the Justice card, which does talk about, you know, legalities, and that makes me think of, when it comes under the Knight of Cups, like marriage and sort of legal commitments in some way. So I feel like either you had that or they want that. You had that before it broke down and now they want that again, or they want that with you. So that is what I'm saying, but it has been tough. It has really, really been tough, and I really feel for you. And I do feel like you need to really take care of yourself here, and that's why we've got all this divine protection. It's to say to you, you know, we are around you. Spirit is around you. We're here to look out for you. Ask us, tap into us, meditate, connect. Do everything that helps to nurture yourself, to love yourself, to give yourself a sort of pat on the back, to give yourself a cuddle, to give yourself a hug. That is what I feel you need, pile number 3, from this situation, because I think it's been tough, but it allows you also to feel more balanced in yourself, because I think this is these cards have probably knocked you way off balance. It's probably knocked you and your person way, way, way off balance. It's been really tough. And that's why we've got all this about coming into balance, about connecting with your spiritual side of things, about you know, letting go of all these fears and insecurities, because I think a lot of this is around, you know, 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords is all around just overthinking things, being too much in your head, creating too many worries and issues that are probably not as bad as you are making them out to be. And we all do it. That's not a criticism. Everyone does that. And the more stressed you feel, the harder it is to make informed choices and decisions, yeah, because chemically, you know, you've got all these hormones going on that prevent that from happening. Whereas if you go into the four of Swords mode, where you learn to relax, chill, calm down, get yourself back into a state of equilibrium with this rainbow stone here, then you are going to be able to make better decisions for yourself, because you will be calmer, you'll be more balanced, you'll be more aligned. And I think that's the direct message that Spirit is trying to say to you, you know, do things that bring you into alignment, whatever that happens to be, that helps you to relax in this situation. Listen to your intuition, create the right space to be able to listen to Spirit, to listen to your intuition. But in terms of astrological signs for these bottom cards, well, the Four of Swords, that is Libran energy, and that's interesting that that's balance, isn't it? Getting yourself back into balance. Chariot is Cancer energy, 5 of Pentacles is Taurus, and then the 9 of Swords, that is Gemini energy. 10 of Pentacles, that's Virgo, and I think I said the Knight of Cups. So yeah, let's see what other, let's see one of these cards actually. What is the hidden truth between pile number 3 and their person? What is the hidden truth here between pile number 3 and their person? Please will you give me a card? Passion. Okay, so there might still be some passion, or there might be a lot of passion in this situation, or there might have been a lot of passion in this situation. Maybe it has only been passion, possibly, and now this person knows that they need to come forward with a little bit more feeling. Let's have one of these cards. What are the messages for pile number 3 and their person, please? What is the hidden truth? What is the hidden truth for file number 3 and their person? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So maybe this is all about, like, just, you know, just like a sort of an early stages of something in some way. Although I'm not really feeling that, to be honest, but maybe it is about you getting to know each other on another level, on a deeper level. And that's why your bond deepens. So maybe it's been a bit of a superficial hookup, it's been a secret situation, it hasn't really been allowed to properly develop or be open to the light, and maybe now it needs to, you know, if it's been a bit of a fling or something like that, it needs to deepen. You know, you need to spend more time together. Maybe it's, you know, to get over just this kind of passionate attraction and get to know each other on a much better level. Maybe that's what all the worry is about, you know, that you have felt that it hasn't really connected on an emotional level and you want it to. But I definitely feel that this person wants it to now with these 2 cards here. Let's have one more. Okay, what's the hidden truth between part and number? Maybe there does need to be better communication, because Swords is all about communication. There's a lot of swords in this. Sword cards that sort of talk about being trapped and you know, stifled and worried and stressed, and maybe there just needs to be better communication here. What is the hidden truth between pile number 3 and their person? Please can you tell me? I feel like these 2 want to come out, and then I'm gonna... We've got, I will wait for a sign from you. And then we've got, we will be together again. So maybe this is about reconciliation, like I said. Maybe you're in separation, and maybe they're looking for you to give them a sign. But obviously only do that if you feel you want to do that, pile number 3. But anyway, that has been your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give yourself a big hug, pile number 3, and have a great day. And I will see you in your next reading. Bye for now.